Thank you for joining me today as we shift our focus to the chest and upper back region, which correlates to the heart chakra. Let's start by sitting upright in a comfortable seat. Take some time to get settled in and balance your heart over your hips. Create a gentle pull in the middle of your back to bring your shoulders away from your ears. Keep this light pull in the middle of your back as you now bring awareness to your breastbone. Take a deep breath. Notice the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe. How does your chest move in relation to your stomach as you take these deep, comfortable breaths? Not changing anything today, just noticing. Now might be a good time to switch which leg is in front. Let's do a few more nourishing breaths, keeping your attention on the subtle movements in your chest. Remember to keep that slight tension in the middle of your back to keep your shoulders away from your ears. Now that we've brought awareness to this area and taken some time to slow down and come into the moment, let's get into hands and knees position. Plant your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips for tabletop position. We're going to start by practicing shoulder mobility. The lower half of your body stays still for now. From a neutral tabletop, can you keep your arms straight as you squeeze your shoulder blades together? Now push away from the mat so that your upper back rounds out a little bit. We're exploring shoulder protraction and retraction. The next time you squeeze your shoulder blades together, tilt your pelvis forward, let your belly hang, and look in front of you for cow pose. As you tuck your tailbone in, really arch your back as you push away from the ground for cat pose. Continue with cat-cows on your own breaths. Inhales are for squeezing your shoulders together, and exhales are for pushing away from the ground. And you can also bring your gaze between your legs. One last cat pose and cow pose. And slowly lower to your belly. Place your forehead on the mat for a second and let your shoulders be comfortable. Inhale to look in front of you. Exhale to lower one cheek to the mat. Another inhale lifts you up, and use the exhale to lower your other cheek to the mat. Return your forehead to center and slide your hands down so that they're in line with your chest, and gently squeeze in your elbows towards your body. Squeeze your legs together to ground down from your lower half, and use your upper back to create a lift of your heart. We're not lifting by pushing through your hands. You can check yourself by lifting your hands from the earth momentarily. Keep your chin slightly tucked as you gaze a couple of feet in front of you, or close your eyes. Keep your hands where they are as you lower one cheek to the ground for a rest. Inhale slowly to lift up, taking a moment to gaze in front of you. Remember to keep your elbows in close to your body and the weight off your hands. And exhale to lower your other cheek to the mat. Okay, now we're going to return to cobra pose and add alternating leg lifts. Return to middle, squeeze your bottom, and bring length to your entire spine as you plant one leg on the ground and lift the other one. Find a rhythm with your breath. Inhales are for lifting. Exhales are for lowering. Keep drawing your shoulder blades down your back and feel the lengthening between your collarbones. One more on each side. And lower your head down to the mat. Push through your hands and send your bottom back towards your heels for child's pose. You can experiment with how wide you want your knees. If your arms are safe to be overhead, continue to draw your shoulder blades gently down your back. There's also the option to bring your arms comfortably by your side. Now slowly make your way to tabletop position for a little more work. As always, make sure your knees are under your hips and your wrists are under your shoulders, and that you have a flat back. Gently tighten your core and try to distribute your weight evenly through your limbs like they are legs of a table. Try to keep your legs and left arm planted as you slide the fingertips of your right hand out. Return your hand under your shoulder. Create a solid foundation again as you prepare to do the same thing on the other side. Once your weight is evenly distributed through your limbs, brace your core and slide your left fingertips out. Return your hand under your shoulder. We're going to repeat this exercise with an added challenge if you're up to it. This time, instead of keeping the fingertips on the mat, we're going to reach out like you're shaking someone's hand. Remember to breathe and relax. Reset by redistributing your weight through your limbs. And reach out with your left hand now. And relax. Now we're going to start winding down. Sit on your bottom. Plant your feet wide on the mat and plant your hands behind you, the fingertips pointing away from you. Feel an opening in your heart space. Let both knees fall to one side and swing them over to the other side. Keep that big opening in your chest as you again swing them to one side and then the other. Now let's find a comfortable seat. Sit up straight and give yourself a big hug. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Release your arms. Change which leg is in front. And hug yourself again with the opposite arm on top. Finish out with some deep, nourishing breaths. Finally, lower yourself onto your back for corpse pose or savasana. This is the pose of letting go. Allow your body to let go of any tension and thoughts that don't serve you. Rest for about a minute before continuing with the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me.